Now, I guess I'm suspicious of so much, even on this legislation that's coming through. I don't know much about the Referendum Act. I don't even know what the regulations are going to be when they open or when they pass the act and they set the orders in council, which they can control totally through the government of the day. So I'm not sure how that's all going to play out for us, how much difficulty there will be in reaching those particular points. But I'm suspicious up until the very end that I see it. So I guess I'm going to be far short of passing on any accolades to the Premier at this point in time. Yes, you lowered the bar, but what else is going to be happening? I don't know. I'd like to see it all play out first. So I am told that there's a required number of 177,000 citizens to set the Citizens Initiative matter ahead to demand a referendum. How many signatures are required for the referendum itself for that to pass? And I ask that question because I don't think the Clarity Act is clear on that point. So what would that number be?
You bring up a really excellent question, because as you know, Art, and you know, I've had many conversations, but fundamentally the Clarity Act does say that it has to be a clear question, and I've read you the question, and it couldn't be any clearer in my mind. And it has to be a clear outcome. Now, this conflicts with international law in a way in which, if, for example, international law is 50% plus one, and it's up to the House of Commons to determine whether or not there's a clear mandate from the people that might be 55%, 60%, or 65%, that is an issue. That's a serious issue. And all I can say to you is that what we are expecting and what we are hoping is that with a successful referendum, and if it's 50% plus one or greater, that the first thing that will happen is the next day the U.S. government acknowledges that Alberta is a sovereign nation as a result of that referendum. And the second thing that I want to see happen, that we're hoping will happen, is that the Premier, in her own words, has said, I will respect the result of the referendum, meaning that that should be 50% plus one, which, although it may fly in the face of the Clarity Act, the reality is 50% plus one represents the expressed democratic will of the majority of the people that voted on that referendum.